song, and then I'll tell you a little bit about myself. But thank you guys for having me. I feel very lucky to be here at Jacoby. This is my first time ever playing in this space, so I feel very excited. On the back of my guitar is a reflection of who we are. Maybe life is like art with a view all of your own. I wish that people could see beyond the similes, like you are like the world to me, as cold and as alone. Bees make the best honey, yeah. Oh, so it goes, ain't life funny? I wish that people could see beyond the similes, like you are like the world to me, as cold and as alone. But now I see you dancing through the broken pane, like water I see through you, and I'll never be the same. Oh no, no. Everyone knows the baddest bees make the best honey, yeah. Oh, so it goes, ain't like honey. Oh, so it goes, ain't like funny. Yeah. Woo! That's a song. Babe, can you find out if there's any water available? I'm very sorry, I didn't mean to do that just as soon as I said it, but I just thought, oh my gosh. It's okay. Okay. Water would be good. So I was born when I was little. I guess I'll tell you something about my journey. I was born, it was a Sunday, and I only know that because sometimes when you're filling out forms online and you have to put in your birthday, sometimes that you can't like select it, they make you do it on a calendar, but you can't like flip through it really fast, you have to go back through like all of the years, month by month. Does that ever happen to anybody else?
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So one time I'm like trying to get back to June 1st, 1986, I'm just like hitting it. What is that weird box? Oh, that's so nice! Is that a drum of some sort?
It's a water stand.
It is a water stand. Thank you, Mr. Grassley. So anyway, that's just when I found my birthday. It was on a Sunday, so I was like, okay, so my mom was probably, you know, doing Sunday stuff, but also just like being in labor. I think she said she like finished the dishes and then like went to the hospital, which ironically is what she did while I was in labor with my second child. I was like, I think I'm in labor. She's like, okay, let me finish the dishes. Okay. So yeah. I'm so sorry. You guys have to hear my swallowing. I was born, I was 11 pounds and 3 ounces, so that's large. I was a month late, so I was really large and like very extra form. I was like a 1 month old my face got smashed, and I was all bruised, and I was like a very purple color. So yeah, and that set the tone for my whole life. I've always been large. I've always been the tallest kid in my class, and I liked that when I was little. I would arm wrestle all the boys, and I would beat them. And then, I guess a little bit later, when I started to care about boys and what they thought, I didn't want to beat them in arm wrestling so much anymore. But I've always been this extrovert, and I can't really control it. And sometimes I wish I could. Like I talk a lot, so that's why this is really cool. I was like, I'm gonna talk, and people are gonna watch me talk. Like, okay, but sometimes, so I feel very shy, like really, and but I can't. I'm very introverted. I'm an introverted extrovert, and I can't control it. Sometimes I scare myself, and I wish that I would rein it in a little bit, and then I'm sure some other people wish I would rein it in too, but then at the same time, screw it, who cares? And I guess that's kind of what this song's about. Another nice way of saying you're really loud is saying acoustically profound, and that's what this song is called. And it's about, I wrote it when I was working at a boot store in Austin, Texas. It's called Allen's Boots. And as you can see here, boots don't really like fit my legs. So there's not like really a gap, and you're supposed to like make these customer, you know, you're selling these boots, and this girl's like showing, it's like, oh, it's okay, you can have a big gap, it's fine. She's like, I don't know, this gap's pretty big. And he's like, well, Aaron Joe, show her yours, you know? Show her the gap on yours. I was like, I don't have a gap. There's no gap. And so I realized that I was just like this large, loud lady, and always shushing me. I didn't belong there at all. So, yeah, this song's about being big and loud and freaking people out. I apologize, my voice is very raspy today, so. Dreams, big butt, white eyes, big smile. The way I talk, you can hear me a mile away. And I know it's okay, and it's probably endearing, yeah. Still I'm just a little scary. Do I scare you too? You know, I tried to walk in your shoes, but they didn't fit. It's not yours, it's not mine. It gets better with time. Maybe it's not so scary. Yeah, I know it's okay, and it's probably endearing. Still, I'm just a little scary. Do I scare you too? Yeah, I know it's okay, and I'm probably endearing. Still, it's just a little scary. Do I scare you too? You guys are nice to me. Thank you. So when I was a little kid, I was 5 years old, and I got this violin, Suzuki Violin Method 1 record, like on vinyl. And it was just the accompaniment and like a very instructional book on vinyl. And I remember listening to it on my Fisher Price record player. And it was so plastic. I don't even know how that thing worked, but and I remember being in my room and just crying, and I wasn't sad. I think I was just feeling it. And my mom came in and she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I'm like, "I'm just so moved." Like, and then for Christmas, I got violin lessons and a violin. So I'm very fortunate in that my parents saw that was a passion of mine. And I'm pretty sure it runs in my family. My dad played guitar and harmonica and wrote songs and played a little fiddle, and everybody kind of played something. And so my dad meant a lot to me. I guess he still means a lot to me, but he's no longer on this earth. And that's okay. But so this is a little bit of a sad part of my story, but it's important because it makes me who I am. And I'm sure there are other people that might have a similar experience to mine or something, and I want them to be able to know that they're not alone, because I certainly thought I was alone at the time, but I definitely wasn't. But when I was 15, my dad got in a car accident, and he hit his head, and it led to a sort of a brain injury-induced dementia. And what that's like is your brain just sort of just disintegrates a little bit, like things stop firing right, and over time you just lose abilities, and you just sort of like the light goes dim, and you sort of just become like, for lack of better words, I guess you just kind of become nothing. But at the same time, I learned so much from taking care of my dad. Our family all pulled together, and we took care of him. A lot of times we lived in the same house, or we call it the Enoch's compound. It's my last name officially. But we all stuck together, and it was really messed up, and it made me have some issues. But it made me understand true love and loving someone no matter what. And I was really young and dealing with something that I think a lot of much older people deal with, and so it kind of made me young and old at the same time. But my dad was a great musician, and the last thing to go when his mind was completely gone was music. And stubbornness. God, he was so stubborn. That like stayed until the very end. But so this one was called Wasting Away, and I normally sing it in a different key, so this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to try this. And it's about my dad. So that's what that was all about. Candles are lit on, notes never played. The piano is dusty, your fingers enslaved. This is a song you won't hear anymore. It's not a sound you can ignore, cause it's wasting away. Oh, it's wasting away, away. You're crazy, they tell you you're nuts. Well, they didn't listen to both of us. And how many faces you see in the mirror? Does it put your glasses on to get any clearer? And it's just matters of perception. World is full of lies and deception. And when they God to materialize himself tonight. I checked in the bushes, he was nowhere in sight. And I gotta tell myself to hold on. I gotta tell myself to be strong, because vicious matters of perception. The world is full of lies and dismay.